Around about year 2000, we realised that a lot of the issues that we had weren't going away. We were replacing systems with new systems, so we were replacing old technology with new technology, and actually not making any difference to the businesses. That was costing us money, but it wasn't giving us any major advantages. We thought there must be a better way of doing this, so we looked at doing BPR, basically a radical redesign of our systems. And when we looked at the BPR that was available, it was a little bit too radical for local authorities, so we invented Sprint, which puts a bit of a human side onto BPR. And Sprint is something that we can actually do ourselves, so the people involved in the process can actually carry out the redesign of their own processes. We think this is very important.
I think it is crucial that councils own their own improvement. It's a moot point. You can't experience really successful change by proxy. You do have to experience it yourself. That's not to say you don't pick up and use the ideas of other people, but as a generalisation, you can't simply transplant somebody else's good idea into your authority wholesale. It simply doesn't work. The local authorities are different. They're locally different. But we suggest that if you pick up the basic ideas from people and work with them yourself, you can experience a success. For councils to try and circumvent that is dangerous. Certainly employing people to do that change for you, we believe, is dangerous. People need to own it. The people involved in the process are the best people to deliver the change with help, and that's, we believe, is what Sprint does.
The people we want to train are people who have expertise in the actual processes that are taking place at all levels. We think it's important to have people who actually carry out the processes, because they can help us to actually find out what really goes on. We need the buy-in from their managers, so it's useful if they're trained as well, so they actually have an idea of what's expected of them and their staff. Sprint won't work unless we've got the very highest buy-in in an organisation. So we want to see some of the managers involved in this as well. We don't expect people to have any technical expertise or IT expertise. It does help. The biggest thing is they have expertise in their area of business. We can teach them how to do some of the information gathering and some of the more technical issues involved in Sprint.
It is absolutely essential that before you embark upon a change project, you know exactly where you are. If you're going to change something, and we occasionally get this as a very, very simplistic argument, if you're going to say, let's have a blank piece of paper and create something wonderful and new, why do you need to know what's happening now? I suppose that, again, the simple answer is the wonderful new thing that you create, you could be identical to what's there. You need to know what's there. And you need to know what's there in terms of cost, in terms of time, and the one that people forget, in terms of quality. Once you've got that real understanding, when you have created a new model, a new way of working, the very first thing you can then do is to go back and compare cost and quality, and you're then able to demonstrate that you've made a difference.